what's up? It's Mr. Dustin Chavanik.
Mr. Somerville from Brazelton.
All right, we're getting ready to start off. We're going to launch our online classes now. So while you are at home, we don't want you sitting around. We want you active. We want you engaged. We want you happy, kind, humble, all the things that we need in this world. I know there's a lot of stuff going on right now, but we don't have to change who we are as people. So right now we're going to give you some online sessions. We want you to practice at home.
Practice.
And myself and Mr. Somerville can see you with our invisible eyes through the camera right now. So we want to make sure you're doing it right. When we're doing our exercises, we want them at, full capacity. We want you working as hard as you can, pushing as much as you can. Now, through the video, it's going to be for a different style of belts. So if you are more advanced, you need to do more. You need to work harder. You need to do it better than you've ever done it before. And if you are entry level or beginner and you need to rewind to go through the details, this will keep you right on track. So right when we do start classes back again, or when you come back again, you're ready to go. Colby, coming over here. We're first going to start off today with some jumping jacks. So we're going to start out with 10 jumping jacks. Ready? Go! 1, 2, count with me, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, to keep her in shape, we got to do our burpees too. She's got 10 burpees. Ready? Go! Ready? 1.
Oh, yeah,
and
nice.
Colby is a black belt. 2.
We expect it
There we
all
go.
of her. Come on,
3.
you got this. Yeah, good
4.
form.
Come on,
Very
count
nice.
with me. You should be doing them. 5. Moms,
on.
dads, if you're at home watching, you do it
6.
too. Here we go.
7.
Let's go. Strong,
You got
strong,
it.
strong push. No
8.
slacking. Let's go.
9.
One more.
10. Oh.
And stop. Lay on your back. Here we
All
go. Now we got 5 sit-ups. No grabbing your legs. Ready and go.
1. Come on, she's got this. Come on. 2.
No grabbing your legs.
3.
Come on, moms, do it with her.
4.
One more.
Dad, you know you can jump down there too, Dad. Come on.
5. So we made her do an extra one. Lay on your back. Ready. She's got
doing
10
great.
leg flies. Turn towards me. Ready. Hands onto your rear. You're going to open your legs as wide as you can. Ready and go. 1. We got 10.
Nice
2.
and wide.
3, 4, 5. Look at the flexibility. 6, 7.
That's what it really is all
8.
about. When you're a black belt, you got to be flexible. So all through your training, you got to do this.
Come
Good
on,
job.
now, face the street. You're going to go down your splits now. We got to make sure you're stretched, ready
Nice.
to go.
Very
All
nice
right,
job.
let's make sure she's looking at the camera smiling, because you should be smiling. All right, Colby, coming up.
Good job.
All right,
good
now
job.
we're going to get started with some basic fundamentals, some of our basics, which is our foundation. So we want to make sure you're doing them with us. If you're advanced, do them higher, harder, do more of them. So we're going to run her through her white belt material right now. Okay, even if you're an upper belt, we're not on that curriculum at this point. I want you to make sure your foundation is nice and strong. So get into a right fighting stance. Ready? Notice her hands are up. Front hand protects the upper part of the
Nice and
body.
bent.
Back hand protects the lower part of the body. Miss Somerville was correcting her on her stance. We have to have an equal weight distribution. 50 on this leg, 50 on this leg. All right, now we're first getting out. It's a right fighting stance. The reason it's a right fighting stance is because her right foot is in front. Switch sides. So if that's her right, this makes this the
Left.
All right, it's the left fighting stance. Left foot's in front. Closest to your opponent. Front hand protects the upper body. Back hand protects the
It
lower body.
switches when you switch sides.
Other side now. Here we go. Now we're first going to start with some basic kicks. Now at our white belt stage, we have 3 different styles of kicks. We're going to start with a roundhouse kick. Now a roundhouse kick hits with the top of our foot. Now watch. We're going to go through it on the wall. I'm going to talk you through it. Then we're going to do it in the air. She's a black belt. She can do it nice and easy. You might not be on the other end of this line here. So coming over here to the wall. Left hand on the wall. Cock your leg up into a roundhouse position. Now, on this roundhouse position, notice her knee is pointed forward. Okay, heels to her butt. So make sure her knees pointed forward, heel to your butt. Now, in the roundhouse, Miss Somerville is going to show us what part of the foot we hit with on a roundhouse.
On a roundhouse kick, you actually hit with the ball of the foot, but at a young age, if you have no shoes on, you're at the swimming pool or the beach, you have no shoes on, you want to hit with the top of the foot right now towards the shin a little bit. Also, a good way to remember, like Mr. Dusty said, the knees pointing forward, but if you remember, if it's your right knee, it's on the right side of your nose. So that's the way it should be. So this leg should be on the right side. Your knee should be on the right side of your nose, not on the left. So like Mr. Dusty said, straight. All right?
Right, here we go. Now from here, we're gonna extend. Now when we extend, we are hitting with the top of our foot, toes pointed towards the direction right in front of you. So we're gonna retract, and we're gonna hit again. Now watch this, watch how flexible she is. Oh! And we're gonna bring it back down. So we're gonna retract, hit with the top of our foot, and retract. Come on off the wall now. Good fighting stance again. Now I'm gonna walk her through steps. Now when she kicks, she's gonna breathe. She's gotta get all that air out of her stomach, generate power on this breath as well. Ready, watch her on the move. She's gonna pick it up, snap it. Back leg is not gonna move, it's gonna support. Ready, move. Woo,
Nice
move.
and high. Nice and strong.
Move. Watch her not throwing her hands, they're tight. Move.
Notice
And
that she's not
switch
leaning
sides.
back either when she kicks. She's trying to keep her posture straight.
All right, now we're gonna do some roundhouse kicks on this side. Ready, watch him snap. Fighting stance stays the same. She's gonna land right back in the same spot she started. And move, move, and move. All right, now a roundhouse kick is a snapping kick. It's not a thrusting kick. So notice when she kicks, she returns it before she puts it down. Do not kick like this. It's not a straight leg kick. First thing on any kick that comes up is your chamber. You hear me at the house, your chamber first. Do not lift your leg without it being in a chamber position. And switch sides. Now, our next technique we're gonna do that we're gonna get right to right away is gonna go right to our front hand. Now, there's a lot of things we can do with a front hand. A jab, a ridge hand, a heel palm, and a back fist. Okay, so we're gonna, Mr. Sunville, and talk us about a back fist. Remember, while we are doing a back fist, our other hand is up, protecting our face, chin down, nice engaged.
Some people call it a back fist, some people call it a bat knuckles. Back fist is because you're hitting it with the back of your hand and your back here and your knuckles. Cock your elbow up, let your elbow aim straight forward. You're gonna snap it at the elbow, hitting with the back of the knuckles, which is the back of your hand. So that's why we call it a bat knuckle, so it comes straight back. So as fast as it goes out, just like a roundhouse kick, it has to come back. Do not leave it out there. This front hand is setting up the back hand. So this is the closest thing to your opponent, which is your front hand. Second, third, and then fourth. All right, so we're gonna start with the back fist. So we're gonna cock it up, elbow pointing out, and we're gonna snap it every time we would say move. Ready? Move. Snap it super fast. Move. Representing my head, and as soon as she hits it, move. Boom. Snap it back so I don't catch it. Move. Just like that, super fast. Move. And move.
Switch sides.
Good job. Jump switch. Same thing on this side. Cock your elbow up. Good. I'm going to tilt it a little bit. Always try to make sure your left hand's protecting your head. I always want to protect your head. I don't need to take karate to know that I got to keep my hands up to protect my head. Ready? Move. Good. Faster. Move. Move. And move. And move.
And
Good.
if
Jump
you are
switch.
at home, you got to make sure you're going harder. Every time you punch or kick, it's got to be harder. Parents, encourage them, a lot of intensity. Make sure your knees are bent, and don't just walk through the video. Do it at your utmost.
Real quick on this back fist, we're cocking our elbow up. We're not doing a jab, so our elbow would be down a little bit, and then we would shoot the jab out, and it would come straight back. But we're working on a back fist on this particular one. All right, so when you do it at home, make sure you practice super fast. My lesson of the day, here we were talking about this earlier, there's two types of practices. You got to practice, and then there's special practice. So you got to really get in there and do everything correctly. So when you practice, practice with intensity. Don't just go through the motions.
Yes, sir.
All right, so that would be a back fist, always setting up for your back hand. So your front hand is your back fist at this time, and we do that in sparring. So when you come back to class, we'll put everything together with that.
All right,
back
so
fist.
so far in our material, we've covered a roundhouse. We started with a light workout. We went right to a back fist. Now we're gonna floss. So everybody at home, make sure you're flossing. Fix your hair, make sure you're looking good. All right, let's get back
My
at
hair
it
looks
again.
real good.
Now, next thing we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and go through our white belt, one of our white belt forms that we first start out with. And this form is called the star blocks. Now, notice when I started at the beginning, we said we had 3 different white belt kicks. That is correct. We're not gonna cover the others today because you could do a roundhouse a million times and still not have it good. So right now, the kick of the day is our roundhouse. We showed you on the wall how to chamber your leg. We showed you what part of the foot to hit with, and we showed you how to land in that stance. And now it's your job to practice at home, making sure you got that kick up really high, really hard. That back fist we covered, having that hand up. Okay, making sure we're striking out. Most importantly on the back fist, thumbs on the outside of the fingers.
Never on the inside.
If you're one of our white belts, we know right now some of you have thumbs wrong. in the wrong position. Outside the fingers, making sure they're keeping the fingers nice and closed. Okay, so now we're gonna go next to our training horse, and Mr. Somerville's gonna walk us through our star blocks. The first 3 moves of our star blocks we're gonna start with. Colby, go ahead and get to a training horse. Bend your knees. She wants to bend her knees because she cannot see her toes. So I want you to bend your knees without tilting. I don't want you to bend over and look. I want you just to tilt your chin down. If you can see your toes, your knees are not bent enough. So let's make sure we're bending our knees. We can't see our toes, and make sure we're in 2 good back elbows to start with. Now, Mr. Somerville's gonna work us through our first 3 moves of our star blocks. We're gonna talk about what the star blocks are, why we do it, and what are the first 3 blocks. So, Mr. Somerville,
A training horse, some styles of karate might call it a horse stance. We call it a training horse. With that, our knees are bent, our feet turning like we're riding a big fat horse. Our hands are on our hips. Normally, we'll be up holding.
Yes, sir.
So anyway, we're going to talk about the blocking set, the star block, because we can say both. We use both terminologies. The first block would be an upward block. It's going to go over your head just like that. I like that when you do it, it should be on a slant 45-degree angle. So this would be an upward block to protect your head. So we put both hands on our hips. Just for a second, we just do the right hand. So ready? The right hand, move, and it goes straight up over our head. Slant 45-degree angle. There you go. Do not go straight back. If you go straight back, you're really not protecting your head at all. All right, so that would be an upward block. The next block would be an inward block. And then when you do it, we're just going to do the right hand right now, Mr. Kobe. All right, so when we do the right hand, we're going to do an upward block, and then all we're going to do is pretend we have a box around us from our shoulders out, and we're going to go right to that 45-degree angle of that box. So ready? Move on to number 2. And notice that our hand is out where we would hit with our hammer fist. We're blocking, we're not striking. In Kempo and Legacy, we make our blocks not only our blocks, but their strikes as well. So this would be an inward block right to that 45-degree angle. We're going to try to keep our shoulders square. And the move number 3 would be an extended outward block. Boom, just like that. So what I would like for you to do not go past your shoulder. Stay in line with your shoulder. Do not go too far, because then you get in the habit of chasing a punch or a kick or something like that, depending on what kind of block you're doing. So that would be the first 3 moves. We're going to do it one more time with a little bit of intensity now. All right, Mr. Kobe, body moves. 1, 2, 3, and those are your first 3 moves of the blocking set, or the star block, whichever terminology we use in class. All right, but it's the same thing. Left hand now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good, just like that. And a good way to remember extended outward block, your palm faces out away from you. All right, one more time with intensity with the right hand first, and then we go right into the left hand. 1, 2, 3. Next hand. 1, 2, and 3. Good. One more time. All right, when we do it, we want to bring it all. Make sure you make big, nice, clean movements. Don't have them so tight to your body. One more time. We're going to do 1 with the right, then the left, and then we're going to do both hands. Ready? Right hand first. 1, 2, 3. Next hand. 1, 2, 3. Both hands. Ready? Again. 1, 2, 3. Good. Hands on hips, and right back to a training horse. We begin in this position. This is where we end in this position.
Also, right here, you're going to notice when she breathes. Now, watch. I'm going to show you a better purpose for breathing and why we do it in a defensive mode as well. Even though we're thinking about offense, we got to protect ourselves at the same time. So when I hit her in the stomach, watch her breathe. Again, again. Now, see how she's getting that air out of your stomach? You try it at home. Make a tight fist. When I say move, I want you to hit yourself in the stomach. Breathe out. Do not hold your breath. Ready? Move. Move. One more. Move. That is why we breathe. Okay, now, we covered so far. We got a roundhouse kick. Mr. Somerville also taught us a back fist. And what was really cool, we broke down the first 3 moves of our star blocks. Now, on these star blocks, why is the star blocks our first form, Mr. Somerville?
It's not really a form, it's a set. It's a set of blocks. It's done in a sequence of movements together. And it's also could be used as a drill. Working in classes, somebody's doing an overhead club, you block, an inward block for a punch, and then a outward block for a left hand or right hand.
Watch why we do that on the body real quick. Mr. Somerville's going to get into a training horse. He's going to be using his right hand because he's left-handed, so we're going to make him work that right arm a little bit. Now, he's going to show you what the upper block does when I attack him with an overhead club. So watch his upper block. Again, watch again, that upper block. All right, now, we're going to throw that common right hand everybody likes to throw. Okay, he's going to do an inward block now. So watch, I'm going to throw it straight down the pipe and make him block. So here's his inward block again. Ready, and again. All right, good. Now our last block was an extended outward block. I'm gonna throw a left wide hook punch at him and watch how this extended outward block works. So when you at home and you're doing star blocks, now you know the purpose of them. So when he throws this extended outward block, watch how it works. Ooh, I felt that. And again, ooh. Remember how we do an upward block, an inward block, an outward block. Parents, you can also be the attacker for this at home. So watch, we're gonna put it all together. So we got an upward block, which is a left overhead. We got a right straight punch and the left hook. So watch us do it. So here we go. Ready and go. 1, 2, 3. And again, ready. 1, 2, 3. So parents, that's an overhead, a straight right, and a left hook. One more time. 1, 2, 3. All right, good job. All right, so everybody stop right now. We got 5 more burpees. Ready and go. Ready? Burpees are awesome. They're full body, strengthens the whole entire body, makes every muscle engaged.
If you want to get more advanced with it, as you do your push-up, make sure it's a really good push-up as you go down. And then when you come up, jump and bring your knees up. Bring it up high.
One more.
So you can always take it to the next level for sure.
Guys, thank you so much so far for tuning in. A lot of the movements that we're doing, we're going to show you one more roundhouse kick drill on the wall that I want you to do before we pack it up today for our first lesson, our online experience here. Now, we gave you first 3 blocks of the star blocks, okay? Our next session, we're going to cover the rest of them. But right now, not only do you have the blocks, all 3 blocks, you can also do it with your parents or a brother or a sibling attacking you as well, so you understand the first 3. We covered the back fist as well, making sure you're protecting your face, making sure you're breathing, making sure you have a good stance. We went over a right fighting stance, a left fighting stance, and our first kick was the roundhouse. So we're gonna do one more drill that I want you to do right now at home, okay? And no matter what Colby right here looks like, because she's an awesome, awesome student, been doing it for years, so yours might not look like hers, and if it looks better, yes! All right, but if it does not, that's what we're training to get or pass. So she's gonna come over here to the wall.
Remember why she's going to the wall. This is just for our students only. We want you to practice at home. We can always clean it up when you come back to class. So this is just the practice to go through it, but really practice. Remember, perfect practices, number 2, are just practice. We want to do perfect practice. That's the lesson of the day, is those 2 things. Practice is one thing, just walking through it. Perfect practice is making sure your stances are right, your blocks are good, you're breathing, like Mr. Dusty said, breathing just like you're basically telling somebody to be quiet because you're watching a movie. Shh, just a shh. All right, that's all you gotta do, and it tightens up. And that makes sure that you're doing your exercises in class as well to make sure you tighten up good. Because in a self-defense situation, you're not only doing the kicking and punching, you're going to get hit back. So make sure you're breathing properly.
Man, this guy is spitting so much knowledge at us right now. He has been in teaching martial arts for over 30 years. A lot of world champions, a lot of national champions. So please make sure you listen to these things that he's pointing out. All right, so let's get to this wall exercise right now. Not only are we going to have the proper form that we first learned how to do, but we're also going to do it to make it strenuous, to make sure our hips and our inner groin muscles strengthen to where we can kick anywhere we want to at any time. So her left hand's on the wall. This front hand's going to be in a fist staying up. And we're going to train it this way so it stays up. Parents, if you have tape at home and they keep dropping it, tape their arms up. LOL. All right, so she's going to pick her leg up, point her knee forward like we talked about. But when I say go, her leg's going to stay in the chamber, and she's going to throw a rapid 10 kicks to the head. Now, if you cannot kick to the head, you got to at least keep your leg up to kick to the chest. Now, watch her pump. She's going to throw 10 quick kicks to the head. We're going to count them, and she's going to breathe because we got to get the air out of her tummy. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and stop. Wow!
She's still keeping it cocked up, in chamber position. Don't just drop it.
And okay, so she did 10, but right now you have 50. So I want you to do 50 right at home. If you are above a purple or higher, you have 100. Okay, so if you are purple or higher, you have 100. If you are white, yellow, and orange, you have 50. All right, switch sides. Everything we do on one side of martial arts, we do on the other side as well. So if your left leg is not as good as your right leg, we're going to do extra on this side because we have to catch it up. So right now, I know Colby kicks with her right leg. So this time, since her right leg's better than her left, we got to catch it up. She has 20. So if you're at home right now and I gave you 50 and you're a white, yellow, or orange belt, you have 100. If you're purple or higher, you have 200 on your left side. So here we go. Ready? She has 20. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And you keep going. You don't stop. She demonstrated it, but you got more.
Remember, build those hips up. That's what it's about, the kicks. Building your outer adductors up. Build that kick up because everything normally is this way. All right, want to build that hip up so you can kick nice and high and strong.
All right, and we're going to go ahead and end on our first session. You have got a lot of material right off the bat. So if you're a new student, be patient. Don't feel like you can't rewind. Go over the material. I'd like to thank Colby for helping us out today. We're going to use her a lot on some of these because of her belt level and highlight our students. It's our school. Whether you're in Beaufort, Brazelton, Sugar Hill, this is our brand. So let's practice and be awesome. Mr. Somerville's going to close us today. Not only is he one of our senior instructors, but also, you know, this guy's been training since the dinosaurs, so he knows what he's talking about. So our lesson, we've talked about it, and we plan something that we need every day. Right now, with everything that's going on every day, we can always affect how we treat people, how we treat ourselves, and we can always start with a smile and be patient with everything we do and everything that's coming to us. So Ms. Somerville's going to talk today about a very important thing. So you can kick real high, you can punch real hard, you can be really awesome, but if you don't have self-discipline, then you are not the color belt you're walking around with. So Mr. Somerville is going to talk to us a little bit about self-discipline, and we're going to close our first session of our online classes.
Real short and sweet. You know, self-discipline is very, very important in the martial arts. Even though we're leaders, you got to be a leader too. All right, so you should also be, at this time that we're going through right now, should be a really good working on really good self-discipline, helping your parents out, doing things that you already know to be what you're supposed to do. So doing things that you already know to do without being told. So help your parents out. Your mom's probably doing work from home. Your dad's probably running around trying to get this or that. Help out. Be that belt that you are.
Sir.
Be a good martial artist and lead a good martial art path. Don't just walk around and say you do karate. You actually know karate. Be the right person. Whether you're a boy or girl, get out there and do the right thing. Show good self-discipline. Be kind. And let's look forward to the next session.
All right, thank you so much. Us to everybody at home, thank you for tuning in.